friends, welcome into my channel today. My name is Shary, Black Dog Designs. Thanks for joining me. If you're new, welcome. Welcome into my channel. And if you are returning, as always, welcome back. I'm going to show you my planner stack for 2023. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that or judge, right? However, not all of these planners you see before you are going to be used independently. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I'm only going to actually have 4 active. So I'm going to show you how I Frankenplanned my main catch-all planner, what I used. Hold on, hold the phone. I forgot one. That makes 9, right? Okay. So yeah, we got a lot of planners here. I hope you're all having a fabulous day today. We're on the tail, we're on the West Coast of basically a 2-week long snow and rain storm. So the clouds are breaking. I think we're to the end of this storm system finally. The sun is going to be coming out a little bit later. I think we're going to take a side-by-side ride. So if we do, I'll try to stop and pop some pictures in here. It should be gorgeous. Last time we took a ride in the snow, we saw the most beautiful deer. This one buck had the hugest horns. Oh, this plant, let me just put them off to the side. Let's just do that because this is ridiculous. Okay, I zoomed in a little bit just so you could see hopefully a little better. This was I believe it's the Homestead planner that came out last July. It was an 18-month 2022-2023 calendar. I used this July through pretty much through into the beginning of first week of January. And I really like this planner. This planner is very me. I love the dashboards. I love everything about it. So I will still continue to use it. We'll see how that works out as we go along. So that is one planner. Let me roll my other chair over here so that I don't have everything falling off. Okay, so that's one planner that has been taken out of circulation for now. Another planner I'm going to be using, you're going to see it Frankenplanned in my planner, is just the good old cooking. This is the OG cooking planner from the Happy Planner. I've had it for years and years and years, and I want to start utilizing it better, so I've made a section in my catch-all for this. This was the planner I've been using for years. My OG Miss Maker that I'll never get rid of this. It is so old and so worn out, but I've used it to keep notes and formulas for years. So that's just going to get transferred into something new, and she will go into retirement on the shelf and look beautiful. Okay, another planner I'm using this year. I just picked this one up yesterday at the grocery outlet for $12.99, I think it was, simply because I wanted a monthly layout. And at the price, I couldn't beat it. It's going to do exactly what I need it to do. So that monthly layout has been Frankenplanned into my catch-all for my social media planner. So we've got that one going with us. This is one I found online, and I am a gardener. I didn't realize it was like a gardening specific planner when I purchased it. However, I'm not upset about that because I'm going to be utilizing this either independently or Frankenplanning it into my catch-all. I'm not sure yet, but we are not yet into the garden season. I will maybe start some seeds here toward late February, but we're a little early for that. But this is a garden specific planner, which I absolutely love it. And even though I didn't realize what I was purchasing, I love that I got it. And as you can see, I love all things sunflowers. So perfect, right? And then another planner that I am using is this Tall Skinny. And I got this idea from Oh Hello Robin here on YouTube. I will link her channel in the description box below. Go watch her videos. I've really enjoyed watching her videos. She's doing hers for recipe keeping and menu planning, which I thought was perfect. And that was my intention when I got it. However, now it's just my on the go. Like I will write down my menu plan. I did my perpetual calendar. This is just a list of some stuff I want to do for next week. So this is just kind of like on my go, around the house with me, throw it in my purse, go to town shopping. I've got my list and everything. So that is that planner, which is not Frankenplanned. And I don't really plan on doing that. However, I did put it on bigger discs and added in more fill paper. And I've got a lot more half sheets I can add to. And then my next planner, these two planners, I'm going to show them to you together. I saw first on Plan with IIysse here on YouTube. I'm going to link her channel. Again, I've really enjoyed watching Plan with IIysse and Oh Hello Robin's videos. This is my new budget calendar planner. It is not Frankenplanned. Let's move this one to the side. It is not Frankenplanned, and I don't really plan on doing that into my catch-all because I have found for me personally, this is just me, I do better with my budget if I have it all in one place. Let me see if I can. So all I've done here, I'm not going to show you anything personal. I've just gone through dated January, put Happy Planner stickers down on days that I know there's automatic payments coming out, payday, you know, savings, things like that. So that's what this is going to be. And I'm going to keep track of all of our, I did start a little bit, but I am going to use this. So I find for me, this system works. Plan with IIysse has some really great ideas on how to set this up. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of notes here that I will be, some stuff I'll be printing out and adding in. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. So anyway, this is an Undated Happy Planner for 2023, and it's just strictly my budget planner, and it will be all year. And then another planner that I wanted to show you was this planner that, again, I saw this. Plan with IIysse uses this for her reading tracker. She used it last year, and she got another one this year that she's using for a reading tracker. And Oh Hello Robin, I believe, also got the idea from IIysse for this. It's called Notes and Plans by Happy Planner. It's available exclusively only on Amazon. I will link it below. I'll link anything that I can below for you in the description box. So if you want to take a look at it, I will provide a link for you. I went back and forth on this. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this for social media or this for my candle business. I make and sell soy candles, as I mentioned, with my Miss Maker planner. And so I've always got to keep track of my formulas, dates that I make my candles. I keep track of the temperature outside, the humidity outside, the temperature inside, burn tests. There's just a lot that goes into making candles. And on that note, if you would ever like for me to do, I don't do a lot of candle planning videos, but if you'd like to see like a day in the life of a candle maker, let me know and I can set up to film some of that for you. I'd be happy to do that if it's something you're interested in. Let me know in the comment section below. But I really like the concept of this. It's very new to me, as I said. There's different covers you can get. There's a farmhouse it's called Muted Farmhouse or something like that. That's really pretty blush pink. I almost wish I'd have got that instead, but my business as my brand is called Black Dog Designs Candle Co. So the black cover really is appropriate for my business. But anyway, I haven't put anything in here that I don't think anybody should see. I haven't written anything down yet. The only thing I've done is I did put some, these are kind of small. I got them off Amazon. They're not very big labels, but they work for now. I don't think I'll need to change them because that's the calendar. So what I can do with that is like monthly, I can, if I've got any pop-up events, if I've got craft shows, say there's a Skillshare course I'm taking to help with my business, then I can put those classes in there, just whatever that happens to pertain to the growth of my candle business. And then I just put a section for ideas. So I moved some of the notes pages because that's really all this is a currently page on the right. And then you get a month and that repeats itself 12 times. And then you've got just tons of note paper. So all of my notes that I have currently up to this point, I've been doing my candles now for several years. I'm going to probably backtrack and rewrite, even though I could put them in here because they're on the disc system. I might just want to start fresh and rewrite everything. We'll see. But anyway, this is my candle company planner, which I will use independently and take it to shows with me and things like that because I'll keep all the finances and everything in here for that. This is my Ketchall. This is my main Ketchall. It is the Playful tiles that came out last July. It was an 18-month calendar. 18-month planner, sorry. Again, I saw this on Oh Hello Robin's channel. I have been away from the Happy Planner for a few years up until I got my Homestead last July. I've been using more of the Erin Condren and Plum Paper, just kind of trying out the spiral system for a few years. And I really found and came back to Happy Planner. I like things and dislike things about all of the different planners I've used. But what I do like and what I do know works best for me is the disc system, because your girl likes to change things around, whether it's at home, in my decor, my furniture, my planner, my craft room, you name it, I like to change it. So there's a story to this. I found this planner, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's called, what was it called? I think I threw the thing away. Blooms, something Blooms. So this clear cover, Let Your Ideas Bloom, came on here. Again, I found this for $12.99 at Grocery Outlet. It's a 2023 vertical, which I already have vertical. I didn't need another vertical for planning, but there were a couple things I loved about it. First of all, I love flowers, so flowers always speak to me. There's nothing wrong with anything to do with flowers. I really loved the pink metal discs. I didn't have any of these, so I thought it was almost worth it just to buy the planner for the discs, really, in my opinion. But I will use this. You'll probably see this come in and out of my planner as you will other things throughout the year. But I really liked this cover front and back that I got off of here because it just helps. It kind of starts to drive me a little crazy when these covers get scratched up. Okay. So I want to keep this nice and pretty. Anyway, I wanted to show you, this is just a flip through now of how I have this set up. I've got a lot of work to do. Excuse me, I need to get a sip of water. I just thought this was beautiful. And I usually tend to lean toward like the farmhouse, the homebody, the homestead, those types of planners. But this one just really spoke to me. I was just wanting something really colorful this year. So this is what I chose. That's the front cover. Put my pen loop on. I always use these little pin loops. I get those from Amazon. I can link them if I can find them. I did just write my name in here. I have a Cricut and I could have done my name in vinyl, but I just didn't really want to take the time to do that at this point. So just wrote my name in. The perpetual calendar, I just wrote some birthdays and anniversaries in our family and friends. And then I go to my currently page that I did set up for January. I got these frosted dividers off of Amazon. I'll link those. I really like them. I may get more. However, my planner is pretty thick already, so I don't know that I really need more. But again, I'll link those. And then these little tabs or the little labels are the ones I got. I think they were Carpe Diem off Amazon. I wish they were a little bigger, but they are what they are and they work. So anyway, first section in my planner, got my currently page, had my 60th birthday last Sunday on the 8th. Just a few things I got to fill in. Noted I watched The Watcher. I'm watching Jenny in Georgia. But this is my home section. So this is going to be all things home and cleaning. Anything that pertains to home, if I have to take notes, any projects, things like that. So haven't really set up my monthly yet in this, but that's okay. I don't do a ton on my monthly. It's more just schedules if I have to pick up grandkids, if we're going out of town, if I have a doctor's appointment out of town, which I do in February. I'm a cancer survivor. There's a long story to that. You can go back and find some of my videos that explain sort of my journey and where I'm at now. We're not going to get into that today. But anyway, that's just my January. So this is my daily. So it takes you into my weeklies. This week was from the Homestead planner. So that was the first week. That's after the pin, obviously. This is the first week in the new planner. So those have to be taped together. This is last week in my current happy planner, my catch-all. And so then from there, I just go through the weeks until I get to here. I use the Fly Lady cleaning system. It's worked for me. I sometimes don't do so good on it, sometimes do, but I'm trying to get better about it. I do have a video on how I set up my Fly Lady control journal. And that, I think to this day, is still my #1 viewed video after 4 years, maybe. It's been a while. But anyway, this is in my home section. So I just stuck it here right in front of the February thing, and I'll move it every month as we go along. I did laminate it. I wrote it all out. So this is my flight plan for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then my zones here. And actually, okay, so this is the journal that I made years ago, back in 2019, okay? So what I need to do with you guys now is change this out because we're starting zone 3 for this week. So what I'll do is I'll take that out, put this back in. This is a little more detailed of some of the things that you can do on the Fly Lady system. So we are now this week in zone 3, which will be the guest room, guest bathroom, and office. So I'll take these out, put these in. So this will now become this week's checkoff list. And the nice thing that I like about the Fly Lady system, if you're in a certain zone and say you don't get something done, I'll mark off what I got done. But if I didn't get it done, then that shows me the next month when that zone comes around that, okay, I did this, so maybe I can skip that and go on to something else. But anyway, that is in my home section. So that's the Fly Lady cleaning system. And if you want to see it, video, I'll try to link it for you on the end screen. And that's my Fly Lady control journal and how I made it. Like I said, to this date, it's still my best viewed video, which is kind of funny. And anyway, that's all laminated and in there. So I just reuse my Sharpie pin and clean it when I'm done with it. And then I put in the project section. This is from the Happy Planner Home Extension Pack. So I plan to keep track of some home projects that I want to get done inside and out for this next coming year. So those will be going on there. This is just a fun little divider I made years ago with some fabric, and I laminated it. I was laminating everything at the time. It's a wonder I didn't laminate my dogs. So then I go into my menus section, and I'm using the, I've laminated these as well before, but right now I'm not doing that. So this is where I'm going to make my menu plan for the week. I mainly plan dinner. I don't plan breakfasts and lunches, but I plan our dinners in an effort to, number one, save money, number two, not eat out as often as we can sometimes. And so anyway, I love to meal plan. My grocery list can go here. I also have that on my on the go, so it might be repeated a couple of times, but that's okay. That's not too repetitious for me if it's just my menus. So I put a couple of weeks of those in there, and then I put a couple of the recipe pages from the recipe planner, and I have a planner in the slow cooker. I have a recipe in the slow cooker today that I'm going to write down, and I'll let you guys know on my next video how it was. But I thought that would be fun just to keep track of some of the recipes that I try. Then we just go into the next month, and then the next section. So I did January, February, March. If she gets too full, I'll take maybe a month out and see how that works. So my next section typically is work. So I'm just going to skip ahead to that. And what I've used for that is the planner I showed you. That is the monthly planner. I think it's called Wild something. I'm really not too sure. Feel free to let me know. But anyway, this is going to be my social media calendar and section for 2023. I just got it yesterday, put it together. So I've not started anything. I think next video, I think I'd like to kind of set this up and do a plan with me too. But anyway, this is going to be, I'm going to be using this for social media, and I just put 2 months worth. Yeah, I put 2 months worth in here. We'll see how that works. So that's social media. Then we come to notes, which this is just a bunch of ideas I've already been working on. This is kind of, you could call it kind of an inbox, but it's just mainly notes, just used a bookmark. Most of this stuff that I have, you guys, I shopped my stash, with the exception of the few new planners that I purchased. I did not purchase any more bookmarks, fill paper, half sheets, nothing. Everything is what I've had in my stash for years, and I'm using it. So this is just some things I'd like to do, ideas I've got coming up for home, just some notes pages. And then this, you can't really see it because of the black on the black. And I wanted, it says inspiration, but I really wanted, I wish it said like creative. I'm going to use this for my creative section. So these were some old bullet style fill papers that I had, and I used to do bullet journaling. So what I think I might do on these, because they are going to be my creative section, I haven't really nailed down my trackers yet, so I'm not sure on that. But what I thought would be fun to do on these is maybe decorate some of these on my gel plate print and then come back in. And so it would almost be like a little art journal. So sort of bullet journal, sort of art journal. I could put things in here. I don't know. It's just going to be sort of what I would call more my creative journal, if you will. And I've got other pages. If I find that these don't work for me, then I can take them out and put just plain dot paper in, and we can gel plate that. We can spray it. We'll do whatever. It's just going to be a really fun creative section. This is health. Basically, health and wellness is sort of what I'm calling this. And again, this was just an old guide. I put a couple pages here of fill paper, an old guided journal that I've had for years. I thought it would be fun to maybe work a little harder on this one this year. I can't even tell you what this was called. This was one of the dividers in it. And I thought it was pretty appropriate. This is your one precious life. Live happy, live fully right now. And I agree with that. So this is just a little journaling, health and wellness. How do I feel today? What makes me feel loved? One thing that inspired me. Sort of, I think, just a little journaling area. It's got some habit trackers here I could use if I wanted to track, say, my water or my steps or whatever on here. I could do that. And then I believe that, yeah, that is the end of it. And then in the very back, I just have my stencil. I have a few stencils, but this is the only one I put in here for now, just to make lines on my pages as I decorate them. I've always got a color wheel with me, and then just some other, this is an old pocket insert because I didn't want to purchase any new ones. This came out of Homebody, and then that's my erasable pen. And then we get to the back with the same cover. So, all right, you guys, that is the flip through of my Ketchall Happy Planner for 2023, the Playful tiles. You'll see things move in and out of here, and I'm okay with that. As you can see, I have it on expander discs. I probably couldn't have put this much together if I didn't. And that was also a recap on all the planners that are either Frankenplanned into here or used independently. But really, my main carry around two are these. These are my everyday ride and die, and then I'm in and out of the other ones, whether I'm making candles or doing my budget. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration. I'll try to link everything that I showed you below, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye, guys.